In this video, I'm going to walk through how to get the IV3 set up with a CompactLogix PLC in Studio 5000 software using our EDS file. Before we jump into importing the EDS file though, there are a few changes that need to be made in IV3 Navigator. So we're going to jump over to IV3 Navigator, and in program mode, we're then going to go to the advanced settings. Go to the utility tab, and here is the field network protocol, and right now it's disabled, but we need to enable EtherNet IP so that it's able to communicate with the PLC. We're going to leave handshake control and byte swap both disabled and just hit OK, and the IV3 will restart to apply these changes. It will automatically reconnect to the sensor once this process has finished. So it'll take just a minute. All right, so now we are connected to the sensor. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that software for right now. That's all we need to do on the IV3 side. And now I'm going to show you how to import the EDS file. So first, you're going to go to Tools and select the EDS Hardware Installation Tool. Now that this is open, click Next, and we want to register an EDS file. We're going to register a single file, and we'll browse for that location. And as you can see, it took me to my folder where I have this EDS file saved. Hit Open and Next. I'm going to hit Next again. It'll show me the icon for the IV3 Series. Again, we'll hit Next. And it says you would like to register the following devices, IV3 Series. That is correct. So we'll hit Next. All right, now we have successfully completed the EDS file installation. So now on my EtherNet, I'm going to right click and say New Module. So now I can search for my IV3 series. And here it is after we just loaded that. And I'm going to go ahead and hit Create. All right, so now we're going to name this module. I'm going to simply call it IV3. Next, we need to type in the IP address of the IV3. If you're not sure, you can always go back to your IV3 Navigator, go into the advanced settings, and under, I just need to put this into program mode first. So now, advanced settings, you can hit change network settings, and it will show you what the IP address. So mine's 172.192.102.248. So if I go back to my Studio 5000, 172.19102.248. So I'll just hit OK here. Put that back into run mode for later. All right, so we put in the IP address of the IV3, and now we want to hit this change button down here. The reason we want to do that is to adjust the data type to integer. The default setting is SINT or single integer, but we do recommend using the integer format for IV3. Simply hit OK. Hit yes. And now we can go ahead and hit next or OK. And we can close out of here. And you'll see that my IV3 series has been successfully added. If I go to my controller tags, you can see I have my input and output assembly, but there are no descriptions. So the next thing I need to do is import the tag file for descriptions. I'm going to go to Tools, Import, Tags and Logic Comments, and I'm just going to go into my folder where I have the tag file saved. So it's the integer format of the tags to match my module properties. Go ahead and hit import. And now you can see those descriptions are properly loaded. Same thing for the output assembly. At this point, I need to define the path for my module. You can see it here, and I would like to go online. Now I'll need to download my program. So I'm going to go ahead and hit download. Now I'm going to do a split screen with the software, and I'll go into my trigger request. For example, if I make this a little bit bigger, you can see that my trigger request is data 0.0. So I'll simply change this to a 1. And you can see the IV3 took a picture, gave me a good result. I can check that result in data 2.0. This is a 1, and you can see that that is my overall judgment okay. At this point, you can see that the IV3 has been successfully set up using that EDS file, and we are able to trigger and talk to the camera. Hope this video helped explain some of those steps, but if you have additional questions, please give our tech team a call at 888-KEYENCE, option 2 for tech support. Thanks, and have a great day.